Cool. Okay, I think this time it's actually recording a video instead of just taking a really bad still photo of
I
us.
think so too.
That is very good news. So hey, good evening everybody, or depending on your time zone, lunchtime. Tonight we come to bring you fine folks of the internet and possibly YouTube, or possibly Facebook. It depends on where we wind up uploading this thing. News of some interesting beverages provided by the Japanese market. It turns out that you can buy non-alcoholic versions of both a whiskey highball known as Hayball, which
Hey, ball.
is kind of a hilarious and terrible name. It's essentially a whiskey soda, and not in the sense of whiskey with soda water in it, but rather what people west of Pittsburgh would refer to as maybe as a whiskey pop. We also have Yoiko no Awabi, which is, it basically translates to foaming bee, not beer, for good children. There's also another competing beverage, surprisingly enough, called Kodomo no Nomimono, which literally translates to children's beverage. Oh, Japan.
Beverage.
So, first let's give this guy a try. The Hayball whiskey highball taste. All right, let's pour a little bit in there for Meredith. That should be enough.
It kind of smells like whiskey.
I'm not smelling it. It smells. Admittedly,
Watered down whiskey.
I'm smelling out of the bottle, but it's more concentrated out of here. This has a nose of body odor.
It tastes like cardboard.
Wow, that's bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not finishing that.
It somehow tastes like wet dog.
I would say it tastes more like wet paper.
Wow. Now, in preparing for this, I was thinking that the idea of non-alcoholic whiskey sounds very much like something out of the future or science fiction, but it turns out that it is a lot less Jetsons and a lot more 1984. Are you okay there, Meredith?
No. It tastes like wet paper.
We need to finish this somehow. All right.
Chug.
1, 2, 3. Oh, wow! That is a very effective way to punish the designated driver. We're drinking these primarily in the interest of science and your entertainment.
Basically.
Yeah. Given that the Japanese drunk driving laws essentially state that the legal limit is nothing at all.
It does say to put it on ice.
It's probably in order to dilute the badness.
Nah, okay.
You're also supposed to pour it out for people at your work parties and stuff, so they can experience the experience of drinking something that looks like alcohol.
We'll make sure that we do it for this.
Wow, this is almost as bad as that. What was it? The Fudge Brownie Fantasy ice cream.
No, I actually liked that.
Oh, I could not stand this stuff. I always figured that Blue Brownie's Fudge Brownie Fantasy ice cream, the fantasy was when you eat it, you think to yourself, man, I wish I were eating a fudge brownie right now instead of this. So anyway, we also have here fake beer for children. I love this country sometimes. Yep. All right, let's...
Right.
Yes, get the glass ready. This is also for big party occasions, and in Japan you always have to pour for each other.
All
and
right,
let's see,
that's
so
about
far...
Okay.
Okay, wow.
Look at this.
Well, you had it straight up. I couldn't pour down the side.
You could have told me to move it. It does form, and
It does foam up just like you'd expect a fake beer to.
It smells like...
What does it smell like, Meredith?
Candy. It smells like sweet tarts.
Well, I mean, it's for children, to be fair. Well, you can actually see inside the bottle, it's gotten ridiculously foamy as well.
Oh, wow. This tastes like sweet tarts. I actually like it.
Does it really?
Mm-hmm.
Does it taste like an energy drink?
No, it tastes like sweet tarts. Or Smarties.
Wow, that's actually disturbingly pleasant.
Goodbye, whiskey highball. Goodbye forever.
No, I need to finish that at some point. Otherwise, such a... Wow, this looks disturbingly like a macro brew beer, and you can see through it. Like, yeah, it looks like a cheap macro brew beer from America or Japan. You know, clear golden color and roughly 50% head because
Well,
I
see,
poured it badly.
Show them the tiny
Oh,
comic
yes.
there with the kid actually going "Pah," like they
Yeah,
do.
there's
when they
there's
finish the drink.
instructions here for how to enjoy this children's fake beer, or rather the foaming bee, not beer. You're supposed to pour it into the glass, and it foams up, and you're supposed to be like clink clink, and like go the cheers, and then down here there's a child going "Pah," because he's sighing after he took a great hearty quaff of his not quite beer.
Yep.
As it turns out, Japan is not nearly as puritanistic about alcohol as the U.S. is, and sometimes that leads to things that are very, very shocking and, in their way, hilarious
But tasty.
to Americans. In this case, something also very tasty. I'll pour you some more
Yay,
as an
thank you.
excuse to come over to you and have a conversation with you at
Nice.
a work party.
That's how it's
All right.
done.
Well, 9 bottles.